Hey, this is Chris Jericho of Fozzy, and you're watching Tattoo.com. I have a tattoo right there on my hand.
Hey, it's Metal Mars with the EdgeRockRadio.com and Tattoo.com and Rockwell Anderson. With me today, I have Chris Jericho from Fozzy.
Yes, I'm here with you.
How's it going, Chris?
It's going good. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Okay.
Camden is different. I'm from Texas.
Kind of a weird area, isn't it? Like, it's kind of a ghetto type area with this really big amphitheater right in the middle of it. As we were driving here, I thought, like, am I in the right area? Is this the right place? But it is. So we're here and we're ready to rock.
We are ready for you to perform, and we are ready for an excellent day of metal. Mm-hmm. I have a few questions for you.
Really?
Yes.
You know what tipped me off that you did?
The microphone in your face?
The microphone, yeah. And the camera rolling right there, too.
So, fitness. I want to know how do you stay fit on the road? Like, how do you...
Well, a Fozzy show is very grueling. Sweat so much and lots of energy. Lots of times during the set, as you're running and jumping and also singing these very intricate high melody lines, you almost feel like you're going to pass out sometimes, like as if you were doing a treadmill for an hour or something at really fast speed. So I think that's something. And then it's just diet, you know, and also a lot of times when you're on the road, you're just sitting around. So I'll always take an Uber to the gym. It's actually pretty easy to stay fit on tour because you have a lot of time. If you have the time, it's just avoid eating the crap that, is available to you. Anytime, I always make sure that there's like a roasted chicken, like a rotisserie chicken on the rider, because I know at the very least I'm going to have one good meal available to me.
Right.
And that way there's no pizzas coming after the show and that stuff. Because, I'll tell you what, pizza comes after the show, I'll have a piece. And there's one the next thing you have a piece. You're eating pizza every night, and that's not going to help.
Right.
So you just gotta watch and have some willpower.
Yeah. Excellent. Because I work for the Army full time, so I'm always wondering, like, on the fitness side of the house, like, how do artists actually get that in and watch? Because I've seen the tents, the chow tents and stuff like that, and it's so readily available to go on.
It is, and like I said, you just have to have willpower and just ignore that sort of stuff.
So with the release of the last album, I mean, you've done great. I mean, I absolutely love. I have it. I was listening to it on my iTunes today. How's that been going for you? Great success?
Yeah, I mean, the record has gone through the roof over the last year. Judas the song is like our signature song. It's our stairway to heaven, so to speak. And you can tell that the album is still popular, and radio's really been supporting us because you can see it in the crowds that we're getting, the buzz about the band, the Spotify streams, the iTunes sales, everything in between. It's just gone completely to the next level, which is what we wanted to do in the first place when we started doing this record.
I love the first few seconds of Judas. I mean, as soon as we hear you go, I become. Everybody knows they're like, Judas is coming.
And that's hard. That was a hard part to do. Whispering and singing low is very hard because you have to have the right amount of power, but also keep it kind of mysterious. But as soon as I heard that demo and heard that beginning, I said, well, there's the album opener. There's the show opener. And it should probably be the first single as well, and the name of the album. It's just sometimes when you're listening through everything, some songs come to life after you work on them for a bit. Some you hear and go, that's really cool. This was one that I went, that's not only really cool, there's something very special about that song.
Right.
And that intro is an opener.
Right.
You can't put that song on last on the record, or you can't do it, in the middle of the set, at least not now. It has to kick it off.
So you said about voice and vocals going from that whisper tone to screaming. How do you babysit your voice? How do you take care of it? So I've noticed some artists take hot water, hot teas. Are you a fan of that?
I always tell this story. I did a TV show with Smokey Robinson once, and I saw him eating lemons. And I went over to him. I said, Smokey, I see you're eating lemons. Is that like to help with your voice? Does it soothe your throat? He goes, no, man. I just like eating fucking lemons. And he's like, all that stuff is bullshit. It's all sleep and water, hydration. And that really is it. I'm blessed with a very durable voice, so I can do all the press during the day. I'm not one of those guys that has to not talk, unless maybe once in a while if you're feeling a little bit sick. But it really is just not straining not going to a club after the show where there's music really loud and having to scream over top of it to talk to somebody. That's not smart. Smoking and all that sort of thing. It's just like I said, it's just watching yourself and getting the rest that you need to take care of your instrument.
No smoking.
Yes.
The paramedic says no smoking. So as far as Fozzy is concerned, the success with the album and your own radio station, I listened to your show, your own show on Octane. How's that going? Anything new in the mix? Any?
As far as other projects,
Yeah.
I have enough as it is. But certain things like the Octane show was something that they approached me about, and we have a great relationship with them, and you want to keep that relationship rolling, and it's pretty fun. It's very minimal, effort. I just talk about whatever bands that they want to play, throw in a few ideas of my own, but it's fun, and you get a lot of response from that, and people really do listen to Octane. And once again, I can tell by the amount of, Steam Judas and Painless and Burn Me Out had on that station as well. So, but as far as other projects, I don't really do that. I don't have like a list of things that I want to do. It just, if stuff comes across my desk that I find interesting, I'll do it if I have the time to do it, or make the time to do it if it's really important to me.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, just go with the flow.
Well, Chris, thanks so much for sitting down with us today, and I really appreciate you taking the
Well,
time.
thank you.
And we look forward to your performance and
It's gonna
seeing
be fun.
Fozzy in a fucking day metal,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Ah.
All right.
Tattoo.com, Rockwell Anderson, and the Edge Rock Radio.